Now, I feel like I've been teasing this for a month now, even though it's really been a week. But let's get to the SEC West fan predictions after we put out these schedule graphics about a week and a half ago. Really appreciate all the response. Didn't really know if we were getting any response, so this was not really a planned content that I was going to discuss on the podcast, but we just had so many overwhelming reactions to all these schedules that I rounded up, went and collected each and every response that gave a record prediction for the upcoming season for all 14 SEC programs. And let's start with Alabama, which I was not blown away by the final results, as you'd expect. 12-0, undefeated, regular season for the Crimson Tide, was the favorite of the fans that participated in this poll. But one thing that did surprise me, a lot of people 11-1 for Alabama. Far more people are picking Georgia to go undefeated. If you missed it last week, we talked about Georgia. 5 times as many people nearly picked Georgia to go undefeated than picked them to go 11-1, whereas Alabama, not even close. Nearly everyone voted Alabama to go 12-0 or 11-1, but it was only by about 10 votes that 12-0 won out. So that was very surprising to me, considering Alabama's probably going to open the season number 1 in the polls. They're going to be picked to win the West. They're going to be picked to win the SEC come media day. So I was kind of assuming that the same thing for Georgia. I thought Alabama would be just an incredibly, incredibly huge favorite to go undefeated. Maybe we got some wise listeners on this show that, I'm trying to pump the brakes a little bit on calling this an all-time Alabama team. I know they got the reigning Heisman Trophy winner. They got the nation's best defender. It's easy to just fall in love with this roster when you see that, but there's a whole lot more to a football team and 2 players. So Alabama, they deserve to be the favorites, no doubt. Not suggesting anything other than that, but it is interesting that so many people think Alabama could drop a football game because, hell, I know they lost 2 last year, but it's not often they lose a football game. So it's one of those where you have to see it to believe it. Yet we got more and more people believing that the Crimson Tide will drop a game in the regular season.